75 Hard can change your life, but maybe not in the way you think. I'm Brian Ford. Welcome to Self-Improvement Daily. Many people who feel like they're stuck, don't have good habits, and aren't disciplined enough to achieve their goals consider taking on Andy Frisella's 75 Hard challenge. To complete the challenge, every day without exception, you need to do 2 45-minute workouts, read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, follow a structured and clean diet, drink a gallon of water, and take a progress picture. And while it's an extremely effective program, it's to achieve a certain result that's often different from what people want to get out of it. What 75 Hard is really good for is proving something to yourself. If you've been low on confidence, fed up with being overweight, or feeling complacent, this 75 Hard challenge is a great pattern interrupt. It requires that you take control of your life and reminds you that your choices are within your control. It's by prioritizing these daily actions despite adversity, travel, and life circumstances that you prove to yourself that you have what it takes to do what you said you were going to do. In that way, it's extremely effective in reshaping your beliefs and reminding you of the power you have to be the person you want to be in the world. However, for the far majority of people who take it on, 75 Hard is not a sustainable lifestyle. The level of rigidness that the challenge demands is impractical for real life. We're often presented with situations where it's reasonable to make exceptions to the rule. Again, proving that you are greater than life circumstances is the value of the challenge, but that comes at a real cost that most people are unwilling to pay in the long term. So naturally, there's a layer of discernment in choice that we all must navigate when it comes to balancing life. And that's a skill that 75 Hard doesn't help you to develop. Also, it's important to consider the nature of a challenge. It's a temporary pursuit with a fixed end date. In that pursuit is a certain environment where you've made a commitment to a certain level of follow through, and you're holding yourself personally accountable to it. When the challenge ends and that environment fades away, people are no longer operating in that same environment, and they go back to their previous environment where they're accustomed to making their previous choices. For example, let's say someone has a tight transfer in the airport for a work trip. During 75 Hard, they'd make an effort to track down a salad for lunch. But after 75 Hard, they don't have the same commitment to eating healthy and are much more likely to select a more convenient option. That's why many people start 75 Hard to prove something to themselves, succeed in doing so, but then slowly slip back into bad habits. There's no continuation plan to make intentionality, discipline, and a true prioritization of their health something that lasts. Their real intention for signing up is to begin a healthier lifestyle, not just 75 healthy days. And the truth of it is, the challenge fails to offer that, other than providing a structured and disruptive start to it. But that's not to say it's not possible. I've created a system for myself that helps me hold myself accountable to a higher standard 365 days a year, to stay disciplined, and to live with more intentionality. It takes 5 minutes a day to do, so it's manageable to keep up with, and it creates that right environment to sustain my higher performance forever. If you want to see what I'm talking about, I've got my self-improvement scorecard linked in the description. I'm Brian Ford, and you grew today. Let's do it again tomorrow on Self-Improvement Daily.